Welcome everybody, this is Randy, the REI Rockstar, with another training video. Today's video we're going to talk about getting leads for free from Craigslist. You know, as a real estate investor, when I was first getting started, I didn't want to spend too much money on things like online marketing, offline marketing to produce leads, and I wish I would have had some way, such as this, to have leads come into me every day in my inbox so that I can make money immediately in real estate. So this technique is it's fairly new. I've been practicing it since 2012, and there's not too many other options out there, you know, in comparison to free. So let's get right into it. If you guys are interested in who I am and flipping houses, making money, that kind of stuff, just visit the blog. It's the REIRockstar.com. You can see it here. We have all kinds of information, resources, events, and even a blog. So here is Craigslist. Now, if you guys are familiar with this, which I'm sure you are, you know that there is a ton of real estate for sale on this website. And the way that a real estate investor would locate houses is pretty tedious. So if you were doing this manually, you would go to real estate for sale, right? And in this case, I'm in the Phoenix market. And you would either, you know, try your best to look through every single one of these leads and try your best to find, which is quite a bit, right? 26,000. How long would that take you to go through each one, find a house that meets your criteria, analyze it, try to get a hold of the seller? You just need to cut this process, time process in half, and if anything at all, automated. So right now, let's say I wanted to get narrowed down a little bit off this 26,000. I would put in like a search amount of, you know, maximum purchase price 150,000. I'd want to get rid of all the 1 and 2 bedroom and perhaps do like a 3-2. And investors like to stick with 1,000 square foot or more. So what that's going to do is that's going to reduce that number down to 3,291. Now this is still not good enough. There are some folks out there who are smart enough to just add a keyword like the word motivated. Take it down a little bit further. You'll see, boom, there's 39. So that would be the manual process to kind of sift out all the other leads that are going to basically waste your time. So what I'm going to take this to is another level, though. I've already done all the research on what keywords are going to bring you the best type of leads, right? Sift through all the other dirt and only get the golden nuggets. And the way that this happens is, first of all, if you wanted to pay for this as a service, you'd have to use something like Craigslist Notifier, right? So there's some software to download. It's bulky. It takes time. It takes a little bit of effort. And you're spending money. You don't want to do that. You want free. Here's another one here. No to Craig, right? Now, the trouble with these is not only that it costs money, but if Craigslist finds out that they're doing this, they'll usually shut them down. It's against their terms of service to have an outside company making profit off of Craigslist, which is understandable. So that's something you have to respect on behalf of Craigslist because they're charging for it. And Craigslist does have a right to that capital. So Craigslist usually finds these folks and sends them a cease and desist. And so what sucks for you is your software is gone. And not only that, but if Craigslist changes anything in their code, these folks don't have an API for Craigslist, so it's gone, right? So those options are out of the question. Going back to Craigslist here, I'm going to show you guys a way to sift through these, okay? So the way to sift through these is with a Longtail Keyword. You can see it here. So in this case, I've created some hacks, right? And these hacks are already filled out. All you have to do is copy or cut and paste them right into this area here and hit search. Boom. Notice my leads just went from 39 to 140. Okay? So I went from 26,000 leads down to only 39 using one keyword. And what you see up here is a ton of keywords added in. Turnkey, cash cow, cash flow, investment, return on investment, buy and hold. Okay? So now I have 140 leads, from 26,000 again. I always like to click this here. This is very important. You want to click newest, right? And that's going to make sure that you're looking at the most recent one, April 2nd. So if you click on this, guys, it's an investor special. So this would be great for a landlord. This is just one of the hacks that I've created. All right. So there's an extra step to this, guys. You can go ahead and, by the way, I'll put this this free hack here right underneath the description. You can use that. But there's actually a way you can take this one level further. So this is still a little bit manual, right? You'd have to go to Craigslist each day. You'd have to put this information in, just paste it in and hit search, and it would show you, the most relevant results for this. But there's actually a tool that's online that's free where you can take this, copy this URL, add it to the online tool, and have it email you the leads as they come in. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and visit my blog, the REIRockstar.com, and take a look at this link here. I have a list of 35 long-tail keywords that you can download, okay? And your inbox is going to look like this. Here you can see I have a virtual assistant lead. I have, here's a hack for landlord leads deals, right? I think that's the one we just did. And if you were to click on it, you can see the actual lead came right into the inbox, and all I have to do is click the link, and it takes me right to that specific lead. How awesome is that? And I'm talking about 25 of those long tail keywords that you can download, including landlord deals, motivated sellers, the ones that just want cash, the ones that are asking for investors, the ugly house deals that need work, even fire damage houses, the ones with bad foundations, termites, probate deals, divorce, folks who need to liquidate because of Uncle Sam, and tax liens, all on this specific list. And as a bonus, before the end of this day, I'll go ahead and add in as a bonus some buyer keywords and even private lenders. So how would you like that? How would you like to have, you're starting up your business, you have a lack of capital, which is common, right? And the best thing to do is leverage those free tools that are out there so you can get some more capital in and actually pay for that marketing that everybody's telling you to do. Postcards, online marketing, that kind of stuff. Well, you can get there if you take this stepping stone. And, I've been using this since 2012. I know there's tons of folks who do this in other industries and things like that, but nobody has actually placed all the keywords in one area. And there's one other thing that's very, very important, guys, is I've also taken out the negative keywords. So you don't want to get things like, houses are, for sale from a real estate agent. You want to kind of sift through those so you can see some of these negative terms here I've added to sift through those leads even better. This is, high level. This is very, very detailed. And just as an added tip, guys, one way to narrow it down even more is to select by owner, okay? There's 34 leads there. Man, this is going to save you so much time. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and look under the video. There's a description where you can take advantage of this one free hack and start setting this up. And if you'd like to learn how I've actually automated this process to have all of these groups coming to me, 25 of them, every single day, when I wake up, I have leads and my assistants can call them and make offers. Go ahead and visit the blog, the REIRockstar.com. Thanks for joining us on this quick video. My name is Randy. Have yourself a great day.